Welcome back, friends. If you have a window screen like this that needs to be repaired or just replaced entirely, this video is going to show you how to do it. So let's get started. If you like working outside like I do, these tough-built sawhorses really are amazing. So you can put some 2x4s and some 3/4 inch plywood on it, and now I have a big work surface to make my window screens. Okay, just want to let you know real quick that I'm going to be talking for a few minutes about the tools I'm going to use and my work table setup. If you want to skip ahead, I'll put that number down below so you can get to the screen building action. In this project, I have all the smaller items inside this Milwaukee crate. I have two larger items, so we're going to start with the screen right here. So I picked this up at Home Depot. This is the Clear Advantage. I bought a roll 36 inch by 84 inch, and it tells you right there what type of spline to buy for it. So you can get the 0.140. You can also buy a kit, which I have purchased a few of these kits. So I also have some longer lengths that I purchased. Let me show you those. So I bought the 5/16 white 3/4 inch. And then for building my own screens, I have some screen corner frames right here. So you don't have to do any miter cuts or any angle cuts. You just do a straight cut, and it's nice. You put these in there. Now I purchased some window spline right there. You can see it says 0.140. There are some different thicknesses you can get. And then you're going to need a utility knife. And then here's a window screen tool. This is for inserting the spline. So this right here is the concave end. This is the convex one. I'll explain that in a minute. I have a small file set right here just to clean the corners after I do some cutting. A flat screwdriver, a pair of scissors, a tape measure, a pencil, some duct tape, and then I have a mini speed square right here. You don't really need that, but I just want to achieve some really nice straight cuts. So you'll see what I'm talking about with this. And then when it comes to window screens, this is a really handy tool. Let me show you. So if your window screens don't have pull tabs and you want to remove them from the outside, a paint can opener like this comes in really handy. And then last but not least, I have this portable bandsaw right here. Now this is definitely overkill, so you can just use a hacksaw. Since I have this tool on hand, this just gives me the best, cleanest cuts, and they're really fast. So I do some electrical work and plumbing work from time to time, and this really comes in handy. So this two-wheel cart right here is a new addition to the Milwaukee Packout family. So I'm going to just use the crate right here and then put the work table on top. It's a portable work table. That way I can just keep all my stuff right there handy for when I need it. Okay, so let's go get a window screen. Okay, we're gonna use the paint can opener. These window screens right here are about 25 years old, and this side right here faces the full sun during the day, so they're in pretty rough shape. The screen is really bad. I should have replaced them last year. You can see that nasty hole on there. So these are made of fiberglass. So you'll get quite a few years out of fiberglass. You'll probably get more with aluminum. Several years ago, I planted this dwarf lilac right here, and it really never stayed a dwarf size. It has grown so much that it's actually torn the screen right here. So I'm going to replace that one today as well. Okay, so starting out on the smaller screen, I'm going to take out these little pull tabs right here. They're just kind of in the way. We're going to set them off to the side, and then we're going to replace them when we're done. You can take your screwdriver or a utility knife just to try to get that spline, which I just started to get out. So I'm going to pull that right there. So this looks like it's one long section. When you buy the kits, I believe they have 4 individual lengths. So you can do that too. You just go from one corner to the other. Now we're going to take the old screen out. It's been there so long it almost feels like it's been glued in. We're going to start out by first taking a quick look at the screen repair, and then we're going to slow down and go into greater detail. Yeah, this is looking good. Okay. Okay, so here is the window screen that I'm going to completely rebuild. So I'm just getting the measurements off this screen right here. I'm also going to take the top spring clips off too to reuse them. So I have these new pieces of aluminum frame, getting my measurement, and I'm going to do 1.5 inches shorter than what I need to allow for those corners that are 3/4 of an inch. I'm using the Milwaukee M12 compact bandsaw. You can just see it just cuts them real quick and easy. Then I'm just using a file to take some of the burrs off. Just takes a second to do that. And both of those pieces are the exact same length, which I'm happy to see. And I'm putting the corner pieces in each end. And now I have the horizontal pieces to cut. So this section is going on the bottom. Okay, there's one thing I want to point out real quick is to not forget about the spring clips. So if you buy the kit right here, it includes 2, as you can see right there. If you're buying everything separate, which I actually partially bought some things separate, and some things I bought the kit just so I could try each one out to see which one I like. So I forgot to look to see at Home Depot if they sell these spring clips right here, but since I was dismantling some of my old screens, I was able to save these off of them. So let me show you how this works. So as you're putting your frames together, you're going to put 1 spring clip on each end of the top. So I'll put another one over here. So then when you take your frame corners right here, these will slide right in here. So see how the spring clip's right there? So then I just have to push this in a little further. This is being a little stubborn, so sometimes I'll just take a heavy hammer. This just is what I call friendly persuasion. What do you guys call it? Don't always have to do it. Some of the other ones went in a little easier, but there we go. Now we just have to finish this frame. Now the frame is completely assembled, and I don't want it to bow in the middle here. See how it can kind of give a little bit? You can get it like an hourglass shape. I don't want that. So I'm using this trick by using duct tape temporarily just to tape down the longer sections of the frame. Now I'm rolling the screen out. The duct tape just holds it from bowing in. And now the screen, I usually keep 1 inch or 2 of overlap. I probably have a little more here than I need. And I'm trying this trick for the first time. It is using 4 short pieces of spline to pin down the corners. That just kind of keeps the screen from rolling around too much on you. And that way you can line it up and get it right where you want before you start to assemble the spline. So now, just finishing up all 4 corners. See how the screen's laying nice and tight. Now I'm just using the screen tool, using the convex edge just to run a track in there before I apply the spline. And now I flip the screen tool around using the concave end, and now I'm slowly rolling the spline in. Sometimes you have to stop halfway and stretch things out again and keep going. So now that is laying in there nice. You don't want to stretch it too tight. So this is something that sometimes just takes a little bit of practice. I've seen some people make it look really easy. The one thing when I've messed up, the thing I like about fiberglass is you can completely take it out and start over. So now I'm just finishing up that second end right there. Now I'm on the third one here, just going slowly, putting the spline in. And it feels like I have it stretched just right. You don't want it too tight though, that's the thing. And now the fourth one, now ready to start trimming here in just a second. So I just test fit the screen and it's going to fit real nice. So one thing I noticed, this track right here is really dirty. This is a handy item. I've had this probably for about 5 years, I'm guessing. It's called a track cleaner. It's just a little whisk broom right here. It's just something the window cleaners use. So you can just go in. A lot of times they'll use it inside the house, but outside here there's a serviceberry tree and just a lot of stuff. So this is just a great way to go ahead and clean that track out. Just get all that dirt.
in, perfect fit, no holes anymore, success. So if you have any questions about these two different things, there's something that I left out, please put them down below. I'll be happy to help and respond to it. And if you find this video to be helpful, interesting, and informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.